Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? Today we're taking a look at a 2023 Tamil action comedy, Jailer.
Oh, yeah, this one was huge, right? I remember seeing it all over social media when it came out.
It definitely made a splash.
Mm.
And knowing you, with your love for fast-paced action and those big emotional beats, well, I think you'll find this one particularly interesting.
Yeah, I'm always down for a good action flick, especially if it's got some heart to it.
This one's got both, trust me. We've got the legendary Rajinikanth in the lead role.
Oh, come on. You can't go wrong with Rajinikanth. He's an icon.
Exactly. And the film was a box office smash. We're talking serious numbers. But what's really intriguing is how it blends this high-octane action with some really powerful family drama.
That's a good combo. Action and family drama, always a winner.
Right. So let's get into it. Jailer centers around Muthuvel Pandian, a retired jailer, played by, of course, Rajinikanth, and he ends up on this dangerous mission to rescue his kidnapped son.
Okay, so we've got the classic one last mission trope. Always love that.
Oh, absolutely, but with a twist, because he's also taking down this notorious idol smuggler along the way.
Double the action.
Exactly. What did you think of Rajinikanth's performance in this one? I mean, you mentioned you were pretty curious about his role.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting because the film uses that familiar action trope, but it leans heavily into the emotional side of things, a father fighting for his son. And that's something Rajinikanth does so well.
He does. There's this intensity, but also a vulnerability that really makes you root for him.
He's like royalty in Indian cinema, He's known for these larger-than-life characters, always with that strong moral compass. And Jailer just adds another layer to that legacy. You see his charisma, the action hero side, but there's a depth to the character that really shines through.
It's not just Rajinikanth carrying the film, though. The excerpt mentions this talented ensemble, and it includes some pretty big names. Ramya Krishnan, Tamannaah Bhatia, and get this, Mohanlal.
Whoa! Mohanlal, that's a huge get. I mean, he's a legend in his own right.
Right. I mean, having him in a supporting role speaks volumes about the film's ambition.
It definitely broadens the appeal. Mohanlal's fan base is massive, especially in the Malayalam film industry, which is another part of South India. So you're pulling in audiences from different regions, adding to that star power.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. You highlighted the music in your notes, and I gotta say the soundtrack is fantastic. Kaavaalaa especially has become a global phenomenon.
Yeah. That song is everywhere. I've heard it in clubs, on the radio, even in a few commercials.
Right. What do you think is driving that international success? Is it just tied to the film's popularity, or is there something more to it?
Well, I think it's a few things. First off, Anirudh Ravichander, the composer, he just knows how to create these catchy tunes, and he blends traditional South Indian elements with a modern global sound. It's like Kaavaalaa, for example, high-energy dance track, but it's got those folk instruments, those rhythms. The fusion really works.
It's definitely a unique sound.
It is, and then you can't underestimate the visuals. Tamannaah Bhatia's dance performance in that song, amazing. The video went viral online. That visual appeal, combined with the music, well, it launched the song beyond the film and into global pop culture.
Makes sense. Speaking of global appeal, can we talk about that box office haul? Over 500 crore? That's incredible. Jailer became the highest-grossing Tamil film of 2023. Why do you think it resonated so strongly with audiences, both in India and globally?
I think it's a mix of factors. Rajinikanth's star power, for sure, is a huge draw. His films have a dedicated fan base all over the world, and Jailer capitalized on that. But it also tapped into something deeper, the themes of family, duty, fighting for what's right. Those resonated, especially in South India, where family ties are so strong.
So it's more than just an action film. There's real emotional depth there.
Exactly. And you add in the catchy music, those slick action sequences, and even a bit of humor sprinkled in, and you've got a film that appeals to a wide range of people.
It sounds like Jailer really delivers that thrilling action experience, but with heart. And Rajinikanth's performance plus that killer soundtrack just elevate the whole thing.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? With the success of Jailer and even its music getting global attention, is this a sign that South Indian cinema is gaining more international interest?
That's a great question. I mean, we've seen a few South Indian films break through in recent years, but Jailer seems to have taken it to another level.
It has. And if this trend continues, it'll be interesting to see how filmmakers respond, both in India and globally. How will they adapt to this evolving landscape? What kind of stories will they tell? It's exciting to think about.
Absolutely, food for thought. And hey, if you haven't seen Jailer yet, it sounds like a must-watch. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.